suppose all things come and go. But do you remember? Do you remember the woman who gave you to me? It's 1976. Her name was Rose also, and a kinder soul you'll never meet. She even knew I had a green thumb, but she was always one to buck tradition. I should have been the one to give her flowers. A plane trip to Boston. I think I was hesitant to get the upgrade just to get home and meet her a day early. When I first saw her, as I came down that elevator, she held you in her hands so tenderly, even more tenderly than she would hold me at our wedding 8 months later. It's like she was giving me herself. Nothing anyone had ever done for me compared to that moment. Your vivid red still shines to me, my Rose. And I see in you all the things that red has ever meant to me. Sunsets, the watermelons of summer, lollipops, and love. And yes, the red of anger. Roses aren't perfect, you know. Rose wasn't perfect. There was dishonesty at times, but also forgiveness. Do you remember, my ancient Rose? Do you remember how long you sat in that old jar while I considered how to best keep you for as long as I could? And when I took you outside, you went on a journey. The rabbits nibbled you, your blossoms, bugs crawled your stem, and the winter threatened to take you from you. So when that homeless woman came by one day and complimented me so directly, so purposefully, I'm sorry, my Rose. Something told me to uproot you and give you to her. You meant a lot to me, but it had been a long time, and I thought perhaps you could mean something to somebody else. That smile on her face, it brought both of us a new kind of happiness. I wondered after. I wondered where you would go, whose hands would touch you, or whether you might even find a way to prick them with your thorns. Our son came, and then a daughter, and each blessed our house in untold ways. But neither of them ever knew you. Oh, I told them your story, don't get me wrong. I could still picture every aspect of you, every sinew of your leaves, the precise position of every kink of your stem. And I knew you'd come back. There was a divine reason I went to the funeral of that homeless woman. Someone had placed you on top of the headstone. And after the service, the minister suggested I should have you back. And after all, there wasn't much family to argue over the issue. This has been your home ever since, hasn't it? Granted, I'm sure you didn't appreciate it when the dog went all over your soil. The geraniums forced their roots around yours, but even after I had to move you back inside from the garden, you've held on. Should I be more upset about how no life lasts forever? In recent years, my aches and pains make me wonder why life goes on and on. But I wouldn't trade wisdom for anything. They're all gone, my Rose. My children, my dog, My wife. It's just you and me now. Don't just stand there fluttering in the breeze. Say something. Say something, Rose. Yes. It's time.